Hey, is this thing on? Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week we are talking about being successful. Not necessarily the whole concept of being successful, but more specifically how to have a successful week. And in turn, of course, those successful weeks will lead to successful months, years, and a successful life in general. So I am going to be breaking the successful week into 5 different categories: personal aesthetic, home, health, self-care, and work or business. There are things that you can do in each of these areas or categories to help set yourself up for an amazing week of success. First off, we are going to get into personal aesthetic. Yes, when you look good, you feel good. However, sometimes looking good is a lot of work. So if you're really busy, or if you are tired, or just aren't really sure where to start, it can be pretty tough to get your personal aesthetic in order to start your week off in a successful way. But don't worry, I have some simple tips for you to follow throughout this process. First is pick out your clothes for the week on Sunday, so you don't even have to think about what you're going to wear for the rest of the week. You can either have a section in your closet that's specifically set aside to hang items that you're going to wear throughout the week. You can get one of those rolling hanging garment racks, or one that attaches to the wall, or you can just lay your clothes out in a different area, put them in a different drawer. Whatever your space allows for, just separate those clothes to make sure that they're easy to grab and go for the week. Also, another tip about personal aesthetic is you don't have to go over the top or try to get all of these new outfits and ideas and keep up with all the different trends in order to make sure that you look nice and put together for the week. When I used to work in education, I would often get compliments on my outfits. Like, people would always say, "Oh my gosh, you look so nice. I really love how you put that together. You're always so well dressed." And I'm like, "Thank you. Those are amazing compliments." However, I like to sleep. So I'm not about to be spending all this extra time in the morning figuring out what I'm gonna wear or trying to put outfits together. So a few things. One, I set things aside at the beginning of the week so I know exactly what I'm going to wear, but also I pretty much wore the same thing all the time and no one ever noticed. I just had a simple wardrobe and items that I could mix and match throughout the week. So someone would say, "Oh my gosh, I love that dress so much on Tuesday." Well, girl, guess what? You're about to see it again on Thursday. It's just gonna have something different, a little bit of a different spin going on. So I loved outerwear, like using outerwear as a way to switch up my basic outfits to where it doesn't look like I'm always wearing the same thing. So I would pop on a blazer, a duster, a cardigan, tie something around my waist. Every day it was a little bit different, or if it was like just a fitted midi dress, I could put a t-shirt on it, tie the t-shirt up. The next day I could put a blazer over it. The next day I could put a cardigan over it. Like, there's so many options when you have simple clothes. So don't feel like you have to have a ton of things or really put so much effort into what you are going to wear. Find simple things, put them on, put together outfits that are easy to grab, mix and match, and you'll be set up to have a nice wardrobe that really looks professional but also represents your personality without having to put in too much work. Another thing that you can do to set yourself up for success regarding your personal aesthetic for the week is think about how you want to wear your hair. I was actually watching a show the other day and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, she has a different headband for every outfit, and like, she has the headband face. Like, they looked so cute on her." So simple things like different headbands or hair ties or pins that you use to put your hair back, all those little things can make such a big difference. So don't really overly stress about your hairstyles. Think of some simple, easy, chic hairstyles that you can wear throughout the week. I personally love a low bun with the center part. Always, that is a simple go-to. It makes you look nice and put together, but even if your hair is like dirty or it's not a great hair day, you can slick that back and look like you are ready to take on the day. And my last suggestion to make sure that your personal aesthetic is set up for success for the week is to take care of all your maintenance appointments before the week starts. So if you need to get your nails done, get your brows done, hair, all of those things, set aside some time to get those done before Monday, so you're not like busy typing away at work and like, "Oh my gosh, I need to make a nail appointment." Like, it's just gonna add to your stress and detract you from what you're supposed to be doing. So definitely be very diligent about making sure that you set up your maintenance appointments, that you go to them, and that you keep a routine so you look your best and you feel your best for your week of success. The next category is home. Home is so important to make sure that you have in order before you start your week. So there are simple things that you can do, like making sure that you've washed all your dishes, that you have a clean kitchen, so that when you're trying to make a weeknight dinner, you're not like, I don't have a pot, I don't have a spoon. Like, keep everything nice and clean so that when it's time for you to use those items, it's not becoming an extra burden or any type of stressor. Also, when it comes to your laundry, make sure that your laundry is done, washed, cleaned, put away before the week begins, so you'll have easy items to grab and you won't have this huge pile. Also, if you have a lot of packages coming in, kind of store them in one place throughout the week, and if you're gonna go through them over the weekend, open all the packages, put all the items where they go, store things away, and then break down those boxes and put them out for recycling, so you don't continue to just have packages piling up even more throughout the week, and then you get to a point where you feel like you're just overwhelmed by the entire process. And circling back to food, if you have some health goals that you're trying to keep up with or budget goals, you definitely want to set yourself up for success when it comes to what is in your fridge. So go through all of your leftovers and takeout and things from the weekend, toss all of that stuff out, make sure you have clean Tupperware ready to go for the week. And any items that you're noticing are like, this is probably going to be going bad within the next few days, move those things to the front, make them very visible so that when you are figuring out what you want to eat for the week, you can use those items so you're not continually wasting food, or you're not just like, well, I don't have anything, and you end up going and grabbing food. Make sure that you are really focused on keeping a good rotation of your fridge system so that you know exactly what you have. You can make healthy meals that are within your budget, and you can eat more at home, which saves time as well during your busy week. And that leads me to the next category, which is health. You want to do all the planning, all the prepping. Meal plan, meal prep, snack plan, snack prep, and everything in between. You don't want to have to always think about what you are going to eat, and you want to be able to have time to find items that are going to nourish your body when you're not super busy, so that when you are super busy, those items are right there, they're quick, they're easy to grab, and you get into a routine of going for those healthier, more nourishing items instead of trying to grab something quick or grabbing something that's extremely processed or that has a ton of preservatives in it. You're really going to be focused on eating those real foods that are going to add to your health and benefit your body overall. Also, with your meal planning, keep in mind no one wants to eat boring food. So don't plan the same thing every single week. Look on Pinterest, get some cookbooks. TikTok actually has a ton of different recipes. Find different resources that can help you make meals that are easy and simple and budget friendly, yet also still exciting, so that you're like, oh, this is what I want to eat. I want to make this when I get home. Or if you meal prep for lunch, I want to eat this for lunch. I know I am guilty of meal prepping something and going to work and then being like, I don't want this. And so then I would just leave and go pick up something else, which I know it's normal, it happens, but it was happening a lot. So I definitely had to readjust my mindset when it came to meal prepping and make things that I was excited to eat for lunch. Especially when I was teaching, I was like stuck in this building for the whole day, and I really only had about 20 minutes to eat, so I had to be very meticulous about planning things that were going to be exciting for me, that I could enjoy in 20 minutes, and also get back to what I had to do for the rest of the day without feeling like, oh, why did I have to eat this? I was excited about my lunches. Another tip within the health category is to pre-plan and map out what your workouts are going to look like for that week. So that means pick the type of workout that you're going to do, choose which day you're going to be working out on, the duration, if you're going to work out with a friend, all the things that contribute to you having a successful workout week. Plan them out in advance and then put it on your calendar. Just like you would put any other errands or important things or meetings or appointments that you had on your calendar, do the same thing for your fitness routine. So if you know 5 p.m. on Mondays, I am working out, it's going to pop up as a reminder. You can prepare yourself for that for the day. You know exactly where you're going, how long you're going to be there, and the type of exercise that you're going to be engaging in. So you don't have to say, oh, I have time right now. Should I work out? well, what kind of workout do I do? Let me search through all these options. Maybe I could go here, maybe I could go there. If you already have it planned out, then there's no reason that you're not able to follow that schedule and implement those workout days and set yourself up for a successful workout week that is going to benefit your health. The next category is self-care. Choose one day per week, whether that's morning, evening, midday, depending on what your schedule looks like, that you are dedicating to a self-care activity. Look through different options of different types of self-care that you can indulge in and find something that you really like. Like, what is going to make you feel great and uplifted and refreshed and rejuvenated? Choose those activities and then just plug them in. So I like to use Thursday evening as my self-care activity time. So I just have a list of different self-care activities and I can pick from them and just every Thursday do one of those things to really pour back into myself. So I always make sure that I have all the materials that I need beforehand, so it's not like, oh, I plan to do a bubble bath for self-care this Thursday, and then I realize I have nothing to put in the water to make the bubbles in the bath. So it's just little things like that, making sure that you are very prepared so that your self-care is something that you can easily move into throughout the day and make sure that it's becoming a priority in your life. Another important piece of self-care is to make sure that you are making time for rest. Yes, rest is a piece of self-care. So set aside time and also think about what makes you feel rested, what makes you feel rejuvenated. Do those things, dedicate time to those things, and that's going to help you feel ready to take on the rest of your week and give 100% of your best self. And the last category to set yourself up for a successful week is that of work, or if you're a business owner and entrepreneur, then the focus is on your business for that week. The first thing that you want to do is review your calendar. Do a preview, a look ahead of what to expect for the week so you don't have any surprises. You can prepare your mind for all the things that you have to get done that are work related during that week. Review your notes from the week before, review your to-do list, review your calendar. Make sure that you know fully what you are expected to do and have a plan in your mind for how you're going to execute these things. Previewing your week really helps reduce the stress that's related to work because you don't have a lot of surprises come up. Now, of course, there are always things that come up with work that you're not necessarily prepared for, but at least the main things, those are not going to be surprising to you. You're going to know what you should be doing, you're going to know what to expect, and that is going to help you feel a lot calmer if those overwhelming situations do arise, and also help you just kind of check in and see like, okay, am I doing a good job of keeping track of all the different tasks that I need to complete this week? Are there some adjustments that I need to make? Where can I improve? Where am I doing really well? And constantly just monitoring your time that you're spending at work and the effort that you're putting into different areas to make sure that you are doing your absolute best in order to be successful for that week. And it's also helpful for you to set up weekly goals for work specifically. So if you're like, this week at work, this is the goal that I would like to accomplish, then every single day with whatever you're doing, make sure that you're working toward that goal and kind of keeping track of things that helped you reach that goal, things that may have maybe derailed you a little bit from reaching that goal. And that'll help you formulate what really works best for you as far as structure goes in your work environment. Once you get used to going through the different routines and kind of these checkpoints for the different categories and areas and things that you have going on in your life, it's going to be so much easier to have a great week and to truly be successful during that week because you've laid it out. You are clear about these are the exact things that I need to do in order to make myself feel successful, in order for me to be successful for this week. So when you see there's a tangible list of things that you need to do, you've gone through them all and you see yourself checking them off, that is going to help you feel a lot better about the work that you're putting in, the effort that you're putting in, and really boost your confidence to know that you are worthy and deserving of being someone who is successful. One tool that I love to use to stay on track when I'm monitoring my success is the Pembio app. It is a desktop app that helps you set goals, and there's also a way that you can set up different rooms to collaborate with others to make sure that everyone is on the same page and to set up team goals that you can reach together. So that could be family, that could be work, personal, friends, pretty much anything that you have going on in your life, Pembio is a great app to help you get organized and also to help you stay organized and really keep track of your successes and celebrate those successes as well. So I have a little tutorial here of how I like to use the Pembio app and ways that it's been really helpful for me. And I'm still playing around with it. I'm still learning a lot, but I really do feel like this productivity tool is so helpful and it can make a major difference in making sure that you set yourself up for a successful week and that you track your progress and celebrate those wins and those successes as well. So let's take a look at how I like to use the Pembio app.
So here's a look at how I like to use the Pembio app. When you go inside, you can create different rooms here on your left side. And so I've separated those rooms into different facets of my life that I want to get organized. So I have client goals, my successful week, the 12-week year, and also something for our family. So my husband and I can share and collaborate on goals together. But I'm going to be focusing on the my successful week room for today. As I was just typing in my notes and trying to get everything organized on my phone, I realized why not go to Pembio, create a room so that I can use this and refer back to it. And I can also share it with people who would like to set up their own Pembio app accounts as well. So just to give you a little overview, I've separated my successful week into 5 different categories: personal aesthetic, home, health, self-care, and work or business. So for example, in my personal aesthetic goal, if I click on it, I have a little checklist here of all of the things that I need to do for the week. I like to do my resets on Sunday. So on Sunday, I'm going to come through here and check everything off. I'm going to make sure that I chose my outfits for the week, that I chose simple and chic hairstyles for the week, and then also that I've made any appointments for maintenance. So I'm going to add that here, make maintenance appointments. And that includes things like nails, brows, hair, etc., just depending on what I need to have done. So now that is added to my personal aesthetic goals. And then I can move over here into the home category. I want to make sure that I wash and put away the laundry, open packages and store items, clean the kitchen and put away the dishes, throw away any old food items and any takeout left over from the weekend. So as I accomplish these things, let's say, for example, I already washed and put away my laundry, then I would just go in and check that off. And it still shows there, so you can kind of keep track of what you've done, but you don't have to think about, did I do this or do I still need to get it done, because it's going to have a nice strike through there. So it's nice because you still get that affirmation that you've done something, and it's exciting to check things off of your to-do list, but then you still have that reminder of what it was. So I really am enjoying the Pembio app, and I have a referral code for you. I will be linking that below. So if you want to get more organized, Pembio app is the way to go. So definitely check it out.
So I hope that was a helpful tutorial. I do definitely plan on sharing more as I get more in depth with the product, but so far it has been really, really great, especially as I'm working toward my 12-week goals, and I'm excited to update you guys at the end of that and introduce a new challenge that I'm going to be doing. So it's all very helpful in just the overall practice of getting into routines, following a structure and setting yourself up for daily success, weekly success, monthly success, yearly success, and success in life in general. So I hope that these tips were helpful for you to set up your successful week. I will include all the information below in the description box on how to utilize the Pembio app to help yourself with organization and to stay on track with your structure and reach and accomplish your goals so that you can say, yeah, look at my list. I have had a successful week. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Affirmations with Amber.